guest is one of the top box office attractions in the world today. Every movie is a blockbuster. He's been Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer, the Terminator, Last Action Hero. But now he's taken on his most difficult role ever. He's gone and got himself pregnant. Will you please welcome Arnold Schwarzenegger? Well, I'm glad you turned up. That's pretty obvious.
I tell you one thing, no stretch marks. No stretch marks. It really feels good, I tell you.
Listen, you're a big guy just standing next to you suddenly.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. You're a handsome guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to dance? Were you ever an 8-stone weakling? Did anyone ever kick sand in your face when you were a kid?
No, but snow. You know, I come from Austria. I didn't grow up in the beach. But I don't know if I'm sure when I was born I was 8 stone or more. I mean, I'm sure there was a time.
When you were born?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Your mum would have stretch marks.
Plenty.
Well, you spent some time here in London, didn't you, when you were training for Mr. Universe, which you won 7 times.
That's right, yes. I started my whole career actually here in London. In 1966 I came over here for the first time for the Mr. Universe contest, and then then after that I won it several more times, like you say. So my whole beginning and a bodybuilding career was right here in London and all over England, actually.
Well, you did your training here.
Yeah, I did a lot of training here, and I then held a lot of seminars and lectures and so on. I learned a lot also over here. A lot of the old bodybuilding champions came from England, like Reg Park, who was one of my big idols, came from England and was Mr. Universe in 1951, and then became a Hercules in the Hercules movies. So I saw him a lot on the screen, and that really inspired me to get into bodybuilding and then also to get into films.
So when you're in London, by the way, who's Danny and Wag? Who were Danny and Wag in London? Do you remember them?
Wag Bennett?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wag Bennett, yeah, Diane and Wag Bennett.
Were these the people... It was Diane.
Yeah, Diane Bennett,
Were these the people that you were staying with at that time?
That's right,
Where?
Yes. That was in East London, on Romford Road. It was 335 Romford Road.
Oh!
Yes.
There's somebody going mad right now. He used to live here.
Yeah, exactly.
Sell the cushions.
Sell the street.
Sell the street. But actually, I got a funny picture there of you in, it would be the 60s?
It was late 60s, that's correct, yes.
Picture of you in flares, going up to Carnaby Street. Were you a fashion-conscious guy then? Because you always dressed smart.
No, I wouldn't say so. I had no clothes, and I walked out in my bathing suit.
That period of that time, I remember 60s well because I had a lot of hit records. I don't suppose.
Right,
I don't suppose you remember anything.
Oh yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, not far away, only a few blocks away from the house where I always stayed, there was this record store where they sold records, and I always went up there to buy your records. I like especially your Austrian yodeling.
Oh, it's good.
It was really good.
I can yodel a bit, yes, I can. Frightens those goats, but I do it anyway.
That's right.
Let's take you on from London, from bodybuilding to movies. It's a big jump suddenly to be training for which you were doing bodybuilding to suddenly find yourself in Hollywood. I mean, was it easy convincing them that you were more than just a physique?
It was very difficult because in Hollywood, as you know, no one ever made it big that was from a foreign country, especially not from a non-speaking foreign country. And so when I came over there with this German accent or Austrian accent and with the name Schwarzenegger and with this body, no one knew what to do. So I wanted to get into acting. So they said...
Calm down.
They said to me, forget it, you will never make it in this town. You know, with a name like this and the way you talk, and it's all wrong. You know, you would never make it. So that to me was actually very challenging. I said, well, if no one ever has made it, you know, with an accent or with a name like this, then I should definitely be the first, you know.
You never thought about changing that name?
They tried to convince me to change the name.
To what?
To Arnold Strong.
Strong?
Yeah, very creative, as you can tell. Hollywood is very creative. So I said, no, actually, I want to keep my name. I mean, I know the name Gino Lola Brigida, and I said to myself, well, that worked. I mean, why shouldn't Schwarzenegger not work? So I kept the name, and I kept the body, and I kept everything, as a matter of fact. And the accent. I worked very hard on it to keep the accent, you know, not to get rid of it, because I felt it was part of my charm. Yeah. And so it worked out really well since then. And now, of course, everything became like a big plus. Now they say, if you wouldn't have had that body, you would have never made it, they say now. You know.
Who dare tell you that?
Well, you know, there's producers and directors and all that. You know, now it's all a big plus. So I'm really happy that it worked, but it took a lot of work, I have to admit, because going from bodybuilding is such a different thing than going into acting.
Did you do acting lessons, did you?
Yeah, a lot of acting lessons and all those things. And I worked as hard at the acting profession as I did with the bodybuilding.
You've done all these action films, suddenly here you are doing a movie where you've got to play a pregnant guy. Now, how does that come about? How does it happen? I mean, it's such a big switch from all the other stuff you do.
Oh, absolutely, and you can imagine what this must be like for my fans out there. You know, they see me in all the movies running around with those guns and wiping everyone out, and all of a sudden I'm dressed in a woman's clothes and with a wig and with beautiful earrings and all those things. So it's quite a switch, and it's a shock for a lot of people, but I think from an acting point of view, it's really a fun thing to do, to make this kind of a switch, because you don't want to always play the same thing. So when I read this script, Junior, I was laughing from the beginning to the end, and I said, I have to do this movie. And it was really a lot of fun playing that role, I tell you.
Alan, I tell you what I found amazing, is that it is such, I mean, you won't mind me saying it's a ludicrous premise, but it sustained my interest throughout all of it, and I kept on wondering what's going to happen. And there was a nice understated comedy throughout. How much research did you do, like, about being pregnant? Did you go to antenatal clinics and things like that?
Well, you're absolutely correct. One of the most important things is when you do a part like this, in order to really sell it and make it real to the public, you have to really bring in all the subtle little things that really make it believable. If my wife wouldn't have gone through 3 pregnancies, you know, we have 3 children, and I really watched her closely go through 3 pregnancies and really saw all the things that happen to a woman when they get pregnant, you know, with the emotional up and downs, and with the, you know, one day they're happy about being pregnant, the next day they're depressed, and my wife stood in front of the mirror and said, I hate my body. And all the little things, you know, that when you say, okay, let's go out, and they say, oh, great, but I have nothing to wear, you know, and all those little things, then tears and joys and all. So and also after my wife, when she was like 7, 8, 9 months pregnant, she started to waddle. You know, so I wanted to make sure I have all those things in there.
You waddle beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So it was terrific acting out all those things. But the research, sitting in a waiting room of a doctor's office, or being in a hospital and watching what goes on amongst pregnant women, all of those things were very important in order to play the role really well. I mean, and it's very difficult, I tell you. You gain a whole new respect for women when you go through that,
Absolutely.
of what they go through
Absolutely.
to be pregnant. It's just wild.
Can I tell you something? I hope you won't mind me interjecting here. I, too, have been pregnant. Now, you're saying what? About 6 years ago, we had a lady come over from America. I hope you won't mind me just showing you this. You'll see this, about 6 years, came over from me, and she showed me how a lady feels when they're 8, 9 months pregnant, and they patted me up with weights. Just a little bit.
I remember that was very popular.
Look at this.
Here, I dropped my hanky. Could you be a dear and pick up, you know?
Is there a technique to this?
Yes, you have to squat. You can't bend. You might pull muscles this way. So you have to squat.
I don't know which way to go. Rush me.
Oh, you're getting testy
Colin,
again.
get a chorus of any time ready. I do sympathise.
That is funny.
They were heavy weights.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I felt after the 8th month of pregnancy that I'm carrying Danny DeVito around inside the stomach. I swear you, it was just really uncomfortable. The great thing is that when you play a part like this, is that you, at lunchtime at least, could take the stomach off. Yeah. You know, and then you put it back on and continue working on a film. But a woman cannot take it off. You know, it's like 24 hours around the clock. It's really amazing what this is like.
It was fun. It was fun watching you when you were kissing Emma Thompson. There was a scene where you were trying to kiss on the couch.
Exactly.
Your tummy.
And I'm trying to get the stomach out of the way.
Trying to move it out of the way.
Exactly, yeah.
But,
she was a really an unbelievable Emma Thompson. 2 seconds into the meeting, she says, "Can you lie on the floor?" I said, "What?" She says, "Just lie down on the floor. I have to get to know my actors before I work with them." I said, "Okay." I said, "I've heard of Hollywood, so here we go." And I, of course, laid down on the floor on my back. And she just jumped on top of me and started rolling around. She says she has to do some exploring to get into the character and all this stuff. And there was literally, I mean, I just said hi.
And she jumped on you.
It was just, it was wild. I mean, so.
I can't wait to have her on the show.
Oh, God.
Arnold,
And then it even became funny after that.
Do you think it's because... I was told that you didn't know why she did it. And having seen the movie, I saw a preview. I think, you know the first scene where she comes crashing in and jumped on top of you? Do you think maybe she was kind of... And also breaks down any barriers between two people. If
that's
someone is that brave
No, I
to
mean,
do
that's
it.
why she did it, because she wanted to break the ice. It was a very smart thing to do. And it really felt right away easier after that, you know. And then you right away want to get the kissing out of the way and grabbing each other. All those things, you know, it's really... So it was really great. And there was a funny scene where she was trying to kiss me. We on the couch.
I love your line.
Couch flips back.
Get off me.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you going to do now? I mean, here you are doing movies that are family movies, fun movies, with that sense of humour we're talking about, and the action movies, which everybody loves. And so what are you going to do? You're going to concentrate one way or the other, or alternate, or what are you going to do?
What I like to do is, especially now since I have created a family myself, I'm concerned about what my children should see and all that. So I think it is good to alternate and to do something for the entire family sometimes, and sometimes something action-packed, which is for the young kids that want to go out there and see something crazy on the screen, yeah.
Well, whatever you're up to, I've got a feeling the audience will be there for you. Thank you very much for coming
Thank you
here
very
tonight.
much.
Thank you. Arnold Schwarzenegger.